and also the force deflection curves, which were determining the link cap performance. At the same time,
Okay.
maintaining the intrusion values and maintaining the intrusion values and structural performance in IIHS side impact. So I did that. The reason I said delivered higher achieving performance results is that I had identified, resolved, and recommended some key key metrics so that they could progress forward, and also delivered uh, a report in time for in the timeline. There was a program gate called the M1DJ, and there was I think difficult to meet the report timing, and then I worked hard to get the report out and get that going, and received recognition from the management. I had developed a good rapport with my manager. He was very happy with me, my work, and also to tell you a simple example, what I had or what I recollect is that while doing the correlation, I came across something which was um, really had to be thought through before. I really delved into the details of this crash safety test in the side impact, and found out that the barrier with the car was arranged 2 inches above than what it is supposed to be in the physical test. So then
Oh.
I caught that mistake in our CAE models, and then communicated that to the team so that they could resolve it. And then it was carried across the other programs as well. It's really I just caught that mistake, and then let everybody know that this is what was happening, and I identified this mistake, and then presented the solution for that, and said that this bringing it down would help. And then everybody jumped on it. They said yes, we remember that. So I kind of portrayed that as a good catch. Nobody else could figure that out. So that's where I kind of excelled, having an extreme keen eye about doing the crash safety in various companies. So this kind of aptitude I had developed.
Yeah. So, just to, clarify the impact. So, what difference was that 2 inches making? Like, it must be, it must be disturbing the results in some way. But then, what sort of error was that creating? And, why was it necessary to be that precise?
Because the barrier should line up with the car as it would in the
Okay.
physical test. If it lines up, it was actually missing the rocker sill area just by that amount, just by that couple inches. It was slipping and then hitting the B pillar area for the link cap barrier. So the link cap
Okay.
barrier, like we said, the tires were turned there. Though that kind of barrier was actually supposed to be in line with the rocker sill, which is the structure of the car. It was missing that with that couple inches above. So the barrier was sitting couple inches above the rocker area. So it was missing it, and it was going into the B pillar area. We're trying to scramble, trying to fix that, something which is not needed to be fixed, basically. Because the structure, if it takes if structure takes the load of this impact barrier, it would push the car away. If the structure does not take the load, so if you have the link cap barrier test, So if you go to if you have it open in your YouTube video,
Yeah.
it's a side impact crash test.
Yeah. Okay.
If you go maybe, let me see. I'm just trying to figure out a way how to show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If they can, there could be some side impact. Okay, side view. Side view is given in the 29th second.
Side view. So if I go back to my NHTSA, the first search.
Yes, first search, yes, please. And then go to that Tesla Model 3 2018 side crash test.
Yeah. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, so are you near? Okay, let's say if you are near 25, go to 25 seconds.
25 seconds. Okay.
And then can you step through it? Maybe go to 26 and then 27, like that, and then go.
Okay.
Okay, so if you go to 25 back again, so if you look at that, the barrier, it has a something similar to bumper on it.
Yeah.
Down below. That
Yeah.
bumper should line up. It was supposed to be lined up with the car. If you consider this car to be what are you familiar with the car structure?
Yeah.
And the structure of the car. So you know what is a rocker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the rocker is down below where the bumper of the barrier is.
Yeah. Okay.
So the rocker is connected to the cross members of the car, which goes from the left side of the car to the right side of the car, and attached to the right rocker.
Okay.
So when this bumper is in line with that rocker, it will directly go and hit those that rocker, and it will cause this energy to be transmitted to the other side, the unstuck side, and then the car will get out of the way, basically.
Yeah.
And it is much better scenario this way because it does not allow the barrier to box in this the structure which is above the rocker, which is like the side doors and the B pillar, those kind of items. So if you just imagine this, when it is lining up with this barrier just by about maybe 4 or 5 inches, and then if you just move the barrier up by 50 millimeters,
Yeah.
it will miss the rocker area, and then it will go into the car. It will intrude into the car,
Okay, exactly. Yeah.
and making it difficult to meet the performance targets, because we need to put a lot of metal there. Like you need to put cross members above the car, above the rocker to get that kind of performance. So that was the issue, and then I figured it out. This is what is happening, and let everybody know. Then everybody scrambled to fix that, and then there was an improvement in performance because of this. So I think it went from 4-star to 5-star rating for the LinCap.
Okay, that's great. Okay, and then you extensively use these several different tools to assemble model, run job, post process, and it iteratively improve the design using meshing techniques and output CAD. So, any particular example for the design improvement that you were able to achieve? Like since we are already discussing a few, but then
Yes, this B pillar. So I did few things. One is the B pillar reinforcement improvement. And then
Mm-hmm.
I actually worked with another technical specialist we had from University of Michigan, and this
Mm-hmm.
technical specialist kind of guided me towards this. And
Okay.
I did not work on it alone. I developed something called an impactor uh, to
Mm-hmm.
the for the car, which was kind of using that impactor. The B pillar development was done,
Okay.
and B pillar to get the performance what we needed in a full vehicle impact. We
Mm-hmm.
developed a component level model called just B pillar and this impactor. So the impactor would
Okay.
cause a slow moving intrusion into the B pillar, and the B pillar should
Mm-hmm.
follow the profile of a pendulum. That was the goal
Oh.
of doing that, and we were able to achieve that using these tools. So the techniques I used was meshing techniques, was using using ANSA. I meshed this
Mm-hmm.
B pillar extensively, and I had to really uh, mesh it very fine mesh because the reason for that is that the material model in Dyna is
Mm-hmm.
such that it asks for the damage curve or the damage um, criteria for uh, this B pillar. So I had to
Okay.
reduce the element length down to 1 millimeter and gave it this impact using the impactor created this created the profile the
Mm-hmm.
damage deformed profile of the barrier. Okay,
Okay.
sorry, not the deformed profile of the B pillar, and use this damage in Dyna to kind of
Mm-hmm.
predict the cracking of the B pillar. So
Oh.
in one of the
Mm-hmm.
cases, what was happening was that the B pillar, because of this heavy barrier, 1500 kg barrier, in
Mm-hmm.
IHS load case, it was
Mm-hmm.
actually cracking and separating. So the B pillar would separate, and then the barrier would intrude into the car completely.
Okay.
So that was there. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm just uh, hyperventilating here. I'm trying to
Yeah.
like I'm yawning, so sorry.